Welcome to the Solo Investor. As a solo investor, your time and resources are your most valuable assets. So which strategy should you bet on first? Your idea or your business model? Today on the Solo Investor, we explore the two main roads to building your own company and help you decide which path is right for your unique journey. Have you ever wondered what's the best way to start a business? Most people think it's obvious. You get an idea, then you build the business around it. That's the story we've heard 1,000 times. The garage startup, the cafe that grew into a chain, or the app that went viral. But here's the twist. Some entrepreneurs flip the process. They start by setting up the legal side first. An LLC, a bank account, maybe even a logo, before they've nailed down the idea. And while both paths can take you to the same destination, the journeys feel completely different. Today, let's explore both paths, the pros, the cons, and the real-life stories of famous founders who walked each one. The idea first path. This path is a passion first. It always begins with a spark, something you can't shake off. Maybe it's a product you can't stop thinking about, a problem that keeps bugging you, or even a hobby that slowly starts to take over your weekends. At first, it doesn't feel like a business. It feels like curiosity. You start sketching ideas, tinkering in your garage, or sharing your creation with friends. That spark grows when people respond, when someone says, "Hey, I'd buy this." Suddenly, it's no longer just an idea, and it's the foundation of a business. This is how many iconic companies began. A side project, a personal frustration, or a passion that snowballed into something bigger. On this path, the idea lights the fire, and the business comes later as the structure to keep it burning. Think of Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, tinkering away in a garage before Apple was even a company. Or Sarah Blakely, who cut the feed off her pantyhose one night. An idea that grew into Spanx. Howard Schultz fell in love with Italian espresso bars and turned that passion into Starbucks. Elon Musk was sketching out electric car concepts before Tesla was even real. They didn't start with paperwork. They started by chasing an idea. On this path, the business is born from trial and error. You start small, testing your idea, building prototypes, sharing it with friends, and collecting feedback. Each round of feedback helps you refine the concept, and slowly the idea takes shape. Only when people respond and when demand is real do you register the business and begin to scale. The beauty of this approach is passion. You're not just chasing money, you're solving a problem you care about. That clarity gives you direction, and every decision you make feels connected to your bigger mission. But here's the catch. This road isn't quick. You might spend months, sometimes years, experimenting before you see your first real profit. It requires patience, persistence, and the willingness to learn from setbacks. Yet, for many founders, this slow, steady process creates the strongest foundation for long-term success. Like Amy, who started baking gluten-free bread for friends. Demand grew so fast she had no choice but to turn her kitchen hobby into a full bakery. The business didn't come first, the idea did. The second path is what I call the business-first model, or the business-to-idea route. Here, the order flips. Instead of waiting for the perfect concept, you begin by setting up the structure, registering an LLC, opening a business account, maybe even designing a logo and brand identity. At this stage, you don't necessarily know what the business will become, but you've created the container to hold it. This approach gives you flexibility. It means when an opportunity appears, you're legally ready to move fast. You can test different products, experiment with services, or pivot entirely, all under the same registered entity. For some founders, that framework creates momentum. It's a way of saying, "I'm serious about this," even before the idea fully takes shape. Plenty of successful founders did this. Richard Branson set up Virgin as a company, then used it to test everything from music to airlines to mobile phones. Sam Walton built the structure for Walmart before it became the retail giant we know today. Damon John registered FUBU before the brand caught fire, giving him the structure to scale fast when the moment came. This path gives you a lot of flexibility. By setting up the business first, you create a ready-made structure where you can test different ideas under the same umbrella until one sticks. You might experiment with a product this month, a service the next, and when something finally gains traction, you're already legally set to grow. The advantages are clear. You can act fast when opportunity strikes. You've got the legal protection and credibility of a registered business from day one, and it signals commitment to yourself and to others. But there are trade-offs. Without a clear direction, you could waste money on registrations, annual fees, or branding that never gets used. And with too many experiments running at once, your energy can get scattered. The challenge is balancing the freedom to explore with the discipline of focus when something shows real promise. Like David, who registered Tan Enterprises LLC with no set plan. He tested drop shipping, digital templates, and print on demand. A year later, he found his sweet spot: custom pet accessories. His business structure was ready before the winning idea came. So which road is right for you? If you've got a burning idea, idea to business gives you focus and passion. If you want flexibility and legal readiness, business registration to idea may suit you better. Both paths lead to the same place: a thriving business. The difference is how you begin. Now it's your turn. Which road would you take? Will you build from an idea, or set the stage and let the idea find you? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss more insights from the solo investor.